Well, good afternoon, everybody. We are now still under that full alert as you may can tell, the snow and everything is starting to roll in. You're going to be taking a live look in just a moment from the Skycam, the cross area. This is a look at I-85 northbound. That's at mile marker 50.9. Coming onto your screen momentarily, excuse me. Here we go, on your screen right now. As that lower third still is saying that we're 34. Um, we've had issues with it. 24 sounds better, right? Um, but you can tell there's a lot of snow covering the ground, so that is a plus and advantage as well. But of course, we'll be keeping you up to date throughout the afternoon with updates on how this system is hitting our area for sure, because it's definitely something to watch, right? As could it cause more issues? Could it refreeze? All the things, of course, we'll keep you up to date on that as well. So let's go ahead and take you to our live Super Doppler network, as we are pretty much just snow covering 99% of the upstate for sure, right? You can take a look on your screen from Greenville to Spartanburg to Anderson to Whitmire, Lawrence, Clemson, um, just little areas like that you can see is on your screen. Gaffney, all getting hit by this system, and by about 10:30, so in the next hour, I would say, we would be seeing all of the upstate of South Carolina. That's including Columbia, Florence, and McCormick. Those all areas were right now not exactly getting hit. Columbia, northbound of Columbia is kind of getting hit towards that North Carolina side of Columbia, but course, as we move on to about the next hour, I would say that most of our upstate, the upper part of the state, I won't exactly say the upstate is Columbia, but the upper part of our state is getting hit pretty good with this system. By about 1 o'clock, 1:55, you're going to see more rain, light rain, across Savannah, Beaufort, maybe Edisto Beach, all those areas that we're clocking into our system, showing that maybe could show up, right, around those areas, but it's just going to cause a little bit more freezing, right, conditions. Here at home, here at the studio, if you saw our, actually we haven't posted it yet, but we have a YouTube short that we're going to be posting, of course, what it's looking like here at the studio, which is just amazing because we're looking pretty good, you know? I mean, snow's coming down here across the greater Fountain Inn area, greater Greenville area. Um, so that is a plus and an advantage. So, I would expect about 2:42, 3 o'clock. 99% of the state of South Carolina will be getting hit, except for Myrtle Beach. Parts of Lawrence will not be getting hit, unfortunately. But of course, that model shifts in the whole upstate. Step through a little portion about Myrtle Beach, and of course, upper parts of Anderson, including Walhalla, by 4:15. And that's the latest map we can see. We can't get any farther just yet. Um, But that's the look, right? So if you are in this area, just kind of brace yourself for that potential for snow all day long. So let's get back to our Skycam network. As of course, we're going to be keeping you up to date with this all day long. So don't feel like if you don't join this now, you won't get the impacts. You'll get the impacts. Trust me. Trust me. You're out to be taking a look right now at I-85. That's at mile marker 50. That's I-85 northbound on your screen just now. You can see snow's starting to come down pretty fast. If we could take you to live from our Skycam, or from our home studio Skycam, you would notice these flurries are coming down, and they're coming down quick. It's starting to cover the ground across Fountain Inn, Simpsonville, Fork Shoals, all those places. We're going to track out this. We're going to be tracking out this system. If you join us on our YouTube videos part, if you open up YouTube and click videos for our channel, you'll see we're gonna have the full map with our radars across the upstate. We're gonna be tracking it out. Okay. So if you're wondering how we're gonna do that, well, we can fortunately here at WFIN we are able to track out the systems to their fullest. extent. We can track it town by town, bringing you that. So we're actually gonna track it town by town because it's supposed to be moving from about Walhalla towards all these areas. So we're gonna get a list here for you, and of course, so I would expect as we speak right now, Walhalla, of course, is getting hit. If this system was slower moving, we would start seeing Salem, Greenville in 111 minutes. So, but if you're in more Winsboro, Rock Hill, maybe seeing a little bit more towards 200 minutes. So that is, of course, just how we're going to track this out. But this system is supposed to be moving down to the beach, moving down towards Columbia, Charleston, all those places. We're looking about Greenville, Swartmire, of course, are getting hit. Newberry, Chester, about 100 minutes. So it's just kind of something special we can track here with us. We're actually going to take you to a 3D view if you're watching us. If you go to our YouTube page, um, we're going to take you to um, a 3D map if you're watching on the YouTube Shorts area. Because here's a simple way, if you have the Fox weather app, not Fox Carolina, not WHNS, not all those, Fox weather, and you can actually see a 3D radar of what we're looking at, and we're, of course, going to be showing you how nice this is to have snow, for sure. It's pretty nice, right? I mean, it's a blessing to have snow, because last week, we had all the ice event. But now we're going to see snow and snow only for right now. But over the next several hours, of course, we'll keep you up to date on whether we have a freeze or a refreeze, which I know we're not hoping to, but, we'll of course we may indeed, but of course we'll keep you up to date all on that. So we're actually going to go on break in just a moment to continue to get this coverage for you of like what we're seeing and just different things like that. So if you will stay with us here on WFIN, we will be back from break momentarily. And of course, we'll continue to give you the number one coverage that we can give you from here from the studio. We'll be right back. We're back. Thank you for continuing to stay with us. That was a little short break than we expected, but we are, like we say, continuing to follow this news that you depend on. Some weather you depend on as snow is falling across the upstate. This is looking at our hourly forecast, okay? So we're expecting about 10, 11 o'clock, that chance to get a little bit lower, 90% chance by 11 o'clock. So if you're outside 11 o'clock, you're just to get hit pretty good. Now, it start tapering off about 2, 3 o'clock. Now, we're going to feel like 13 across all of the upstate. Now, that also depends on if you put your feet in the snow, all the things, and your toes literally freeze. Yeah, we know. That's what happens. So, um, yeah, that will certainly happen for you. And so it feels like 19. So you will see on the bottom of our lower third, it says 19 degrees and live. Because it feels like 19. Now, so you'll see on different screens we go to, our lower third will say something like 19, maybe 27. It just that kind of goes by area wide. So we have this one is sitting at Greenville. This temperature feeling more like 19, and the other one may be Spartanburg or just different temperature maps. But Of course, we're gonna feel like 13 getting into about 3 o'clock, so it's just gonna be a total mess for you. If you don't like the cold, and then this is not for you, my friend, not for you. Moving on a little bit more towards the afternoon, as we're having a little bit of issues with our system here. Of course, we always have an issue. Okay, so now moving into about 4 o'clock. I'll expect by, let's see, 4 through about 9 o'clock, so maybe getting ready for bed if you're kind of one of those riser or those early night owls who goes to bed like 10 o'clock. Well, good news, the snow is going to start tapering off. If you like the snow, I'm sorry, we can't really pick that, but of course it's supposed to be moving out, and then I would expect by 9 o'clock we're gonna feel like 6 degrees. Now we're really gonna be 20, but still, anything below I think 34 is freezing. Don't quote me on that. It's anything like below 34, something that's freezing. So, it's freezing across the upstate all the afternoon, getting into the overnight hours. Maybe as you're getting the kids ready for bed about 9 o'clock. It's gonna be freezing. Don't get us, yeah. 10 through about 3 a.m., we're going to be seeing about 4 degrees. That's our feels like, but we're actually going to be 14. So literally just a 10% difference, or 10 difference. But still, either way, we are still below freezing. So it's expected to freeze tonight, waking up tomorrow morning, 5, 6, 10 o'clock. I expect to feel about 12, getting by 10 o'clock. So waking up um, on this Sunday morning, of course, churches will probably not be happening. But you're going to feel like 1% chance of snow and rain, whatever. But I feel like 12 degrees, so it feels better, but we're still at 20, so we're still below freezing. Getting into about 11 through the rest of the afternoon to about 5 o'clock, we're going to feel more like 30 degrees, but it's still going to be 30, so it's still technically a little below freezing. Then getting in the overnight hours tomorrow, we're going to feel about 20 degrees and feeling about 15. So it's just going to get colder, and then about 9 a.m. on Monday morning, we're going to feel about 20. So, would I expect the kids to have school across the upstate Monday? No. But, of course, we don't make that decision. So, if you are following us on YouTube live or even on our shorts channel or shorts area, you'll be able to tell we will for sure have school closings. But as of right now, I would not imagine students to be in school. As of right now, the e-learning schedule is looking like this. Ivyville County Schools, like Monday e-learning. Now, we're actually about to go in there and check to make sure that is current list. Um, Abbeville, yes, Abbeville County Schools, they've already made that decision. I know some students across the upstate wish that they were in Abbeville, who already depicted no school. But Abbeville County is no school for right now. Churches across our area, of course we serve Fountain Inn area for sure. We're main based in Fountain Inn. So, but let's go ahead and take you to that area of those churches. Of course, you can find the full list of closings and delays on WIFF4.com. Um, of course, as of right now, we have Fountain Inn First Baptist Church is closed Sunday morning. Mount Zion Baptist Church, excuse me, and Fountain Inn, they are also closed Sunday as well. Now, a little bit closer to, here's a look at First Baptist churches. Easily First Baptist closed Sunday. All the list of First Baptist churches we're going to read across the upstate are closed Sunday as well, so don't worry about that. Easily First Baptist Clemson, First Baptist Pendleton, First Baptist Fountain Inn, for Marietta First Baptist Church, and Malden First Baptist. All of those churches that we just mentioned are closed tomorrow, so don't even worry about, hey, do I need to find a church that will be open during the snow? I 100% doubt it. But of course, we're going to keep you up to date throughout closings and all that. If you have our app, make sure you open that app. Of course, we will keep you up to date there as well. Well, we thank you so much for joining us for WFIN2 News as our live snow falling across the upstate scene, or broadcast where we and watching this system. As of course we'll be back live throughout the afternoon to give you a little bit of an update on different areas. This is a look at I-85 northbound in Greenville. Looking pretty snowy out there, just like here at our studio at home. If you open our YouTube Shorts page, you will find where we posted the snow here at the studio. So very nice to see. Oh, good. We already have 113 views. Nice. But again, make sure you join us this afternoon, throughout the afternoon, as we continue to keep you up to date with news and weather. Thank you so much, and y'all be safe out there and have a blessed rest.